Hi there again. I'm sharing and shooting another little haul video here for you. Um, these next books, some of them were dollar bin books. Um, these were dollar bin books out of the dollar bin at West Edmonton Coin and Stamp and West Edmonton Mall. Shout out to the guys at West Edmonton Coin and Stamp. And but the three books at the very end here, these last three, these were not dollar bin books, but they were important books for me to find, so I'll show those last. And the last book is a funny little book that I know that I know that Nate at Hall Yeah Comics will appreciate. Shout out to Nate, and I think Hagen will appreciate it too. Shout out to Hagen. But first up, we're going to start with some actual DC to go with my Batman shirt, although these ones aren't Batman. Now, should I put that near the end? No, I'm going to do them in order that I have it here. Okay, now, first up, I had been considering getting this from my local LCS that isn't West Edmonton Coin and Stamp. But they had it for $2, and I really hadn't gotten into the modern Action Comics, but I found it at in their dollar bin at West Edmonton Coin and Stamp. And hey, look, it's a great cover. I really like that cover. And I have to admit that was something I bought mainly just for the cover. But that one I actually read already. And it was a strange read because I didn't know the context of it. I hadn't read much modern DC comics in like a while, not since the New 52 stuff. So I really didn't understand exactly what was going on. But anyway, this one was a great find for $1. And I'm just going to show it to you. Look at that. You can't beat getting Jenny Frison cover for only $1. And it's in at the dollar bins for West Edmonton Coin Stamp, they're not boarded, but they are bagged. But still, this is I would say this is pretty much in immaculate condition. And yes, it's not the virgin variant, which is really expensive, but still, Jenny Frison for $1. Thank you very much. Next up, we're going back to some Marvel. Well, back to some Marvel from the previous video I shot. It's amazing when I see Marvel books in the dollar bin. I almost always get them, especially when they're a little bit older. So first up, we got here for the Marvel books, we got Avengers Spotlight, issue number 27. Very good. That's an excellent find, in my opinion. I don't think there's any keys, or anything like that. And I found also Fantastic Four, issue number 314. I don't think this is any sort of key as well. Might be maybe it's the first appearance of this character. I don't know. Blasco from the pages of the X-Men. No. So he's from the pages of the X-Men. But this is probably now like the fourth oldest Fantastic Four book I have now. So, and it's not in really immaculate shape. It's got spine ticks and everything, but I don't care. Now I haven't read the only one of those I've read so far is the Action Comics one. I don't think I've actually read much of these yet, any of these yet. Getting behind on my reading. So this one, I have to admit, from watching other channels, I've become a fan of variant covers with magic on them. So I saw this, and it's not one of the major variants for this series, but it's Inferno #1, and you have magic on the cover right here. Yes, it's got everybody else. We got Emma Frost, got the Phoenix, Cyclops. So it's a good shot, and I think this might actually be a wraparound cover. I don't know. Don't remember. That's during that whole time that Mr. Sinister is part of the X-Men or part of some weird thing. I don't know. I read the one shot since the Sinister book, and I really didn't I sort of understood what was going on. I didn't really like it that much. I don't know. Everybody says the Krakoa era stuff is really good, but because it's so different. And I don't know. I'll have to read more of it and see if it's better. Now, then these next ones, they weren't all together in the bin, but they were all in the bin together. This will make Sonocrom happy. We got Conan. Look, Conan goodness. Shout out to Sonocrom. We got Conan the Barbarian number 186. We got Conan the Barbarian 189. We got Conan the Barbarian number 206. We got Conan the Barbarian number 214. This is a great cover. I love this cover. And I will, at some point, get around to reading all this. And we got issue number 216 of Conan the Barbarian. Shouldn't hide it with my fingers. So those were all great pickups of Conan. For me, it's like I sort of I borrow the phrase that West Coast Avengers came up with. Shout out to West Coast Avengers. He says, "See Todd, buy Todd." Well, I see Conan, I buy Conan. All right, now we get into some other stuff. This one is still a Marvel comic, but it's ROM. Issue number, what is it? Issue number 30, issue number 34 of ROM. So, it got the ROM, and it says "In the Realm of the Submariner." So we got Namor on the cover there. I have to admit, I didn't notice that when I picked it up. But I picked it up. It was $1. It was $1. Might as well. And this one, I already have issue 1 of this. And I have to admit, I don't see this series in the dollar bin very often. So I came across issue number 2. And I was like, yeah, okay. Now I can hopefully put together like the first 2 or 3 or 4. I want to maybe try to get the first 4 before I start reading it. But we got Xena, Warrior Princess, issue number 2 from Dynamite. That's a great cover. I love that. So, and I have to admit, the first Xena book that I had, I bought it a long time ago. So, I might have read it back then too. I can't remember. It's been so long, I have to go back and reread it anyway. All right, now the last three actually. Let's start with that one. That's another Marvel book. But the next 3 are, well, 2 of them are actually what I consider keys, and the last one's not. But the last book is a fun book that some of the guys online here on YouTube are going to love. But first up, I have, actually I should get the other ones for context. Come here. Not that one. I don't think he actually saw it, but I had bought long time ago. Long time ago. These aren't bagged and boarded because I still have to read these. Yes, I know I should be reading everything when I get it, but there's only so much time in the day. I had bought these long time ago. So it's issue 1, 2, and 3 of Spitfire and the Troubleshooters from the New Universe. And like I said, I haven't read it yet, but the next book, issue number 4, is the key that I'm about to show you. Issue number 4, this actually has pencil work in it by Todd McFarlane. See Todd by Todd. So, I don't know if it's actually considered a Todd McFarlane key on Key Collector or anything like that, but and this one, these next 3, I spent a total of $10 on these books. These weren't dollar books, but still, this one, I spent that much on it. So, we have some Todd McFarlane pencil artwork. On the interior, he didn't actually do the cover. Actually, the cover was done by, was it Geiger and McLeod? That's what it says, Geiger and McLeod. Then this one is, well, I'll just show it to you. We've got Elementals, number 7. And if you know what that significance of this book is, I'm getting close. You can see them right there. Unofficial appearance of Calvin and Hobbes in comics. Unofficial and first appearance. And I got that one for $3. Canadian. So like I said, these weren't dollar bin books, but they weren't very much. So, and this last book, I saw this. I think this is the first book I found And these three I found at Beck Antiques in West Edmonton. Shout out to the guys and gals at Beck's. Um, we have I saw it and was like, this is so much fun. I'm gonna see this, and it's just gonna bust a gut. I haven't read it yet, but I've looked at the interior. Um, this one I spent $3 on as well. It's first issue from Eclipse Comics #1, and the character on the cover is saying, "Out of my way, you Pentagon gravy, gravy sucker! I'll handle this." It's the Adventures of Gorilla Groundhog. So, and supposedly this was done as an sort of I don't know if it was an homage, but there was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and everybody was trying to copy it and everything. And so I think this one, it's not considered a key, but it actually notes somewhere online. It says done in, as homage to Turtles, or done in comparison. I don't know. There's no actual Turtles or anything in it or anything like that. But I just saw that cover and I was like, that's fun. And it's not great. I mean, at the top, I have to admit, I didn't notice at the top there's like some really bad sort of, I don't know what, fraying? I don't know. It's not, but I only spent $3. $3. I know, I bought it just because I said the guys they're gonna love seeing that cover. It's like, yeah, all right, Nate, now go find it. uh, so that is the haul of those books. From my little trip out to West Edmonton Mall. Oh, when was that? I don't know. It was last week sometime. But all right, that's another short haul video for you. Appreciate you watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Much appreciated. There's one more coming, but they're not all going to be posted on the same day. Like, hopefully we'll get one posted today, the first one. The second one, maybe Sunday, or maybe I'll make it Monday. I don't know. And the third one will definitely be posted sometime next week. And then I also have something else I want to shoot as well, while I have the time. But like I said, much appreciated you watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all those sorts of things. Let me know what you thought. What did you like? Do you love that Gorilla Groundhog book? Have yourself a great day.